Oh, and a big slide there from the Peugeot that goes off the road. Caught out by the air in the traffic and heading towards the tyres. Yes, big contact. Bodywork flies, wheel off. And there is your first major drama of the race. It's 93 Peugeot. It is Paul de Resta at the wheel of it.
Yeah, unfortunately, you could see him have a big moment, and then the GT car in front went to take the line. Paul just had nowhere to go around the outside, and when you get into the gravel at that speed, then yeah, you're only going one place, and that's into the wall.
So, Paul de Resta is going to have to come into the pit lane. It was quite a whack. He was lucky in a sense that he was able to continue, lucky that it came at the end of the lap, but that, again, is just not what the teams need. And out of nowhere, Johnny, things could just bite you.
Yeah, it looked like the bump had sailed the car, and unfortunately, the car was there and he had to avoid.
As we could see, and here we've got the board coming into our feet because we're right in the middle of action. But also the front right of the car is damaged, so we're going to replace both the rear cover and the front. And this car will be sent back. The tire seems to be okay, but I think the team will just take the opportunity to put a new set of tires and probably fuel. That's it. Back to you in the booth.
311 coming towards us then. That's Felipe Drugovich, and Drugovich has got Robert Kubica right up behind him. So look, red Cadillac, yellow Ferrari in the traffic. Kubica thinks about the inside, can't get by there. Brendan Hartley is reeling them in as well. Look in the Peugeot. To the outside line goes Kubica. He's got a Ferrari GT car in the way. He gets round the outside. He's up the inside of the traffic. Fantastic move by Kubica.
Yeah, brilliant, classy move there by Kubica. And he had to take that risk, didn't he? So he's got past the Cadillac. Look at the number 8 Toyota as well, down the inside of the Inter-Europol car, LMP2 round Arnage. And not far behind him is the BMW Hypercar as well.
Here comes Kubica, and right behind him, because they have come out in front of 51 but behind 50. This is the 51 car of Antonio Giovinazzi, up to speed and looking to get through, and he will gang up with Robert Kubica either side of the Porsche, 3 wide into Indianapolis.
Maximum risk there by Giovinazzi, and if he did make that pass, he would have been off the track as well, so he would have had to have given it back anyway.
Yellow's at Marshall's post 30, debris at Marshall post 6, left-hand side. Let's have a look and see what's going on around the circuit right now. So it is the Porsche curves. I think it is the 46.
Oh, now that's bad news,
BMW.
because that has been very well placed in LMGT3 for the bulk of the race. It's been leading it. There is the car in question that is off the road.
Kelvin van der Linde as well at the wheel of the car.
And it looks like it's gone straight on. I mean, you can see the witness marks there, the way he's gone through the gravel.
Well, let's watch and see what we can see here. It's on board with Kelvin van der Linde, and he has indeed a bit of a wiggle. This is at it's Porsche in, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I said Ford chicane, which is what I initially thought it was, it is at the entrance to the Porsche curves.
But it runs out of a momentum.
It does.
But he wasn't able, I think he's had a power failure or something, which has caused him to go off. And oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. 46 had rejoined, and as you can see, it's having another trip to its box. And so, whatever the problem is, it ain't gone away. And that really effectively is that car out of the race now. And the surviving Ford Mustang, just to touch on that briefly, is in 52nd place for Ben Tuck at the wheel of it. And I mentioned that because Ben always has lots of support from people watching on live streams and on television.
As he should. His form has been
absolutely
stellar.
Absolutely. And he's a proper bloke that's come out of UK club racing and done this the hard way with next to no budget. So it's always good to see Ben going well. Right, I think now you're going to have Sarah Bovey coming back. Yes, definitely at Lila Wadu. Goes to the outside line, coming out of Terre Rouge then. Good stuff. Gets a toe, gets that side draft. The Porsche should be ahead by the time they get to the first chicane. But can Sarah Bovey move across and claim the line for the corner? It seems a long wait, doesn't it, before you get to the chicane. You can see the lights on the inside there where the Ferrari tries to come back. They're heading into the braking zone. Is the Porsche going to turn in ahead? No! Lila Wadu late on the brakes. A brush between the two of them. Hard racing, fair racing, good racing, and the Ferrari stays ahead.
So it's the outlap for the 18.
We were watching that pit stop, weren't we? And you can see the right rear, the drive shaft just spinning round.
That is Marshall's post 16.
Oh dear.
Now that is, of course, a driven wheel as well.
Yeah, that's game over. Race done for car 18.
There's going to be one young crew member here is going to be utterly crushed. We don't know. Let's have a look here what happens. Wheels already gone at that point.
Wow, look how it was for the other cars following. I think the wheel might have still been on at that point, Graham, because
there it is. Well, there's that on the racing surface. Pull out.
Let's have a look. Oh, so it is off the track, yeah.
Yes,
in the middle of the second chicane.
Will need to be recovered.
And he's not in a position to close on the Ferrari. The Ferrari is further up the road, and the iron danger in the gravel. That's Rahel Frey in car number 85. And where is that?
Contact. I thought the line... Yeah, was that with the Lexus?
That was a Lexus, and that looked like the Lexus with the black highlights, which will be 87. Ooh. It was...
yeah, slam dunk that one, isn't it?
Oh, and what was spinning behind it? That was an LMP2 car. Let's see that one again. I mean, I'm not a steward or a driver's advisor, but I find it hard to blame the Porsche. Well done in the truck, boys.
There's Makawiki, yeah.
Big handful of Oppo trying to get out of that one.
We will be removing full course yellow in 40 seconds.
I mean, she was in the corner.
Yeah.
It was too late, wasn't it?
Yeah, way too late.
So it was 87.
30 seconds to remove full course yellow.
Oh, trouble. Trouble for the 36 Alpine. This car in the hands of Jules Gounon. Now, what has happened there? Frustration writ large in the face and the heavy breathing.
Both side corner.
It is indeed. Now, was it this? It was the BMW we saw drive through, wasn't it? So what happened here? Huge lock-up from Jules Gounon.
Just lost the rear on the way into the corner.
Now
You've got a split second to make that decision. Straighten the wheel and go straight, or commit to the corner. And he committed, but he just lost the rear. Just didn't quite get enough speed off.
So yellow flags at the moment at Marshall's post 20. 36 in 13th place. And another minute, and it's going to be...
Where with ABS, your brake pressure in general could be 30 bar more in braking zones.
30 bar?
So in a GT car, you were sometimes locking up at 90 bar of brake pressure, where I've seen 125, 130 bar of pressure, because you're using the A's. He's got a good run here.
This is the best chance yet, isn't it? Do you see him duck to the inside at the last minute? Yes, he does. And his last of the late breakers we were talking about, that was super late, wasn't it? Look at that, running out of road on the exit as a result of that. And the Lexus surely going to have the better run out of this corner and be back in front.
Job done for now then for Jack Hawksworth, back ahead, but Matthew Drudy will not like that small error. You can see how it compromised him, so he's got to do it all over again. The next chicane goes the opposite way. It's going to be a left-hander for the first part, then he go right. He's staying on the back of the Lexus, so he's proved he can do it once, but Jack Hawksworth knows what's coming now, and he'll try to defend all the way down to the chicane. Comes off the inside line, Drudy to the outside, late, he's on the brakes, round the outside, he's done it, fantastic!
Absolutely epic stuff. What a move around the outside. He couldn't make it work on the inside around the first chicane, so he went for the outside. It's just not fast enough around this track.
Yeah, that's what it boils
down
down
nothing
to
do with balance of performance. Ooh.
Very lively here. Look, the Aston Martin Valkyrie almost up against the barrier, bouncing back towards tarmac, skimming the guardrail. Wow, that was quite a moment, wasn't it?
That's given them a, quote, speed advantage. Whoa! Lock up. You saw the exact moment he touched the brake pedal there. Little puff of smoke came off the left front corner, and through the gravel has gone the number 8.
It was more than a puff of smoke.
Was that a breakage?
To me, it looked like a wheel nut coming off.
Ryo Hirakawa through the pits. Well, he has just left the pits. I think you're right. He's lost a wheel. Let's take a look again as he comes out of the pits on your left-hand side. The black Toyota, Ryo Hirakawa. There it is. There it is. Yep, that's bouncing along.
And then
the puff of smoke.
Yeah, so the wheel nut came off and then the tyre blew as it hit the bodywork. All right, the wheel's completely gone now.
And hearing from in-car radio that there's water temperature alarm. Their shot at this race is gone. It's a matter of now whether or not they can bring this car home.
In fact, is that a replay? Because we're seeing the stop sign.
There's the wheel nut, I think, in the gravel trap. One of the leading LMP2 cars. I think the 28 car, there it is, in the gravel, driver's right, going down towards Tête Rouge. And that's another car that's lost a wheel.
Yep.
So that is Jan van Utrecht with the right rear wheel gone from the number 28 car. Third at the moment in LMP2. 3 hours and 40 minutes to go. There it goes. And let's hope that that's been contained by
the fence.
Yes.
And let's face it, that car is now not going to go anywhere because he'll have no drive at all.
Well, as we saw with Andre Lotteres, that car's done.
Yep.
Can't get it back.
Kubica's controlling this race quite well, but all these complaints from 50, I wonder whether...
Here we go.
He's going for it anyway. Great move down the inside, Nick Nielsen. Boy, he is just such a good racer, isn't he? I mean, no flies on James Calado, and yet... ironically, another Ferrari holds up the 51 car, 50 pounces.
You know they're listening to each other's radios, right?
Well, they're not.
Well, they heard on TV, but...
they're listening to TV.
I wonder whether they're... that's a bit of a ruse, you know. Oh, my tyres have gone, and then the next minute he's going by him on the street. All right, mate.
How he almost had an off at Mulsanne corner, and here...
But this is Yellowly's car, isn't it?
That is Yellowly's car.
Oh,
hang on a minute. Is that a pass for position?
It is.
It is.
How is he behind? And he's made the stop. Has Esteban Masson been off the road? It's a 4-minute lap. Esteban Masson has had the delay.
Yes, he has.
What has happened there? So Nick Yellowly has taken
served the drive-through because his last pit stop was 32 seconds.
And recaught and passed Esteban Masson, who's just completed a lap in 4 minutes and 1 second. So BDS Panis Racing overtook for the lead and have lost it again immediately.
Unbelievable. What happened to Masson?
And Yellowly's got a 22 to 25 second advantage. He's pulled out 3 seconds in the first sector of the lap.
Well, that's the pass, but I want to know how
Yellowly
had the chance to pass, and a shake of the head in disbelief for Panis.
I think it's over.